From barren sands to a $500 billion enigma, NEOM pushes a future beyond imagination, where cities float, the sun powers everything, and robots serve your morning coffee. Located in Saudi Arabia's northwest, stretching from the Red Sea to the desert's heart, where the line, a 170-kilometer mirrored city, leads the charge. But this project is so much bigger than you might think, as it includes Trojena's ski slopes, the luxury island Sindalah, Oxagon, and Magna's futuristic havens. But with sky-high costs, displaced tribes, and a sudden scaling back, is this a glimpse of tomorrow or a mirage of ambition? In this episode of Before and After, I'll uncover NEOM's jaw-dropping transformation and answer one big question. Can this desert dream survive its own bold vision? Why would Saudi Arabia choose a desolate desert for the world's most audacious experiment? Stay tuned to find out. Before NEOM became a global buzzword, this land was a forgotten expanse, a windswept corner of Tabuk province in Saudi Arabia's northwest. What was it like back then? Nomadic Bedouin tribes roamed with their camels, living off sparse oases, while tiny villages clung to survival. So why this spot? The answer lies in its sheer scale. Tabuk spans 26,500 square kilometers, larger than many countries, offering vast uninterrupted space for a project as bold as the line's 170-kilometer stretch or Trojena's mountain resorts. But it's more than space, it's location. Wedged between the Red Sea and the Jordanian border, Tabuk sits at the crossroads of Asia, Africa, and Europe. 70% of the world's population can reach it in under 8 hours by flight, and it's a stone's throw from the Suez Canal. This wasn't just empty desert, it was a strategic blank canvas. But why risk everything on such a harsh, remote land? Was it the promise of a new civilization or a desperate bid to reshape Saudi Arabia's future? The choice of Tabuk sets the stage for a revolution, one that would soon stretch from desert depths to floating ports. But how was this anomaly of a project even announced? In 2017, the Crown Prince unveiled a city 33 times New York's size at a glitzy investment summit in Riyadh.
اليوم بصفتي رئيس مجلس إدارة نيوم نقدم لكم ذا لاين، مدينة مليونية بطول 170 كيلو تحافظ على 95% من الطبيعة في أراضي نيوم.
A vision so bold it left jaws on the floor. What did he promise? A $500 billion mega project. At its core, the line, a 170-kilometer mirrored skyscraper designed to house 9 million people in a car-free, zero-emission utopia. But NEOM wasn't just one city, it was a constellation of dreams. Trojena, a mountain ski resort at 2,600 meters, promised snow in the desert. Sindalah, a luxury island off the Red Sea, aimed to rival Monaco. Oxagon, a floating industrial port, would pioneer green hydrogen, and Magna, a tech hub, would attract global innovators. This wasn't a city, it was a parallel civilization, a clean slate society built from scratch. The world blinked in disbelief. Could a nation built on oil craft a sustainable future in sand? Could a prince with a checkbook rewrite human destiny? The ambition was staggering. $500 billion to reshape a desert into a global icon. But beneath the hype, a question lingered. Was this a leap forward or a gamble too wild to win? The stage was set, and the world would soon see if NEOM could deliver on its audacious promise. With oil fading, can Saudi Arabia's $1.3 trillion gamble turn desert dreams into economic gold? The answer lies in Vision 2030, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's audacious blueprint launched in April 2016 to rescue a kingdom choking on oil dependency. For decades, oil fueled 90% of the Saudi revenue, but by 2014, crashing prices exposed the cracks. The world was shifting. Clean energy, tourism, tech, and Saudi's youth, over 60% under 30, demanded a future beyond the pump. Vision 2030 became that lifeline, a $1.3 trillion bet to diversify or die. NEOM isn't just a side project, it's the beating heart of this plan. Fueled by the Public Investment Fund, now boasting over $700 billion, NEOM's $500 billion vision, spanning the line, Trojena, and Oxagon, aims to lure global talent and test cutting-edge industries. By mid-2025, non-oil sectors like tourism and tech have surged, with official reports pegging non-oil GDP at over 51% of the total, up from 40% a decade ago. Tourism alone targets 100 million visitors by 2030. This isn't just survival, it's a bid to make Saudi a G20 powerhouse, but the stakes are sky high. Can NEOM's desert gold pan out, or will this gamble bury Saudi in the sand? The answer hinges on whether Vision 2030 can sustain this economic revolution, or if it's a mirage too costly to chase. The line isn't just a skyscraper, it's a 170-kilometer backbone dwarfing Trojena, Sindalah, Oxagon, and the satellite resorts of Magna. What makes it the heart of NEOM? The line is an architectural titan, a single mirrored structure stretching from the Red Sea coast into the desert mountains, designed to house 9 million people at 200 meters wide and 500 meters tall, taller than the Empire State Building. It's a vertical marvel, stacking homes, schools, and parks in a zero-gravity urbanism model, where everything is a 5-minute walk away. No cars, no roads, just high-speed trains zipping end to end in 20 minutes. But the line isn't alone. It towers over NEOM's other gems in size. Trojena, ski slopes located 2,600 meters above sea level, aims to draw 600,000 visitors yearly. Yet it's a speck compared to the line's scale. Sindalah, a 700,000 square meter island paradise opened in 2024, offers luxury for 1,300 residents, but pales beside the line's urban density. Oxagon, the floating industrial hub, produces green hydrogen for export, yet its 5 square kilometers are dwarfed by the line's vast footprint. Why is the line the flagship? It's the blueprint for NEOM's car-free, AI-driven future, a symbol of Saudi ambition that unifies these diverse projects under one audacious roof. Yet as construction presses on in 2025, the question looms: can a city this massive really rise from the sand? Or will it crack under its own weight? The answer lies in its towering promise. From green hydrogen to AI cities, how is NEOM rewriting the rules across a dozen industries? This isn't just a city, it's a global laboratory, pushing boundaries in ways never seen before. At its core, NEOM is revolutionizing renewable energy. Oxagon's green hydrogen plant, 80% complete by mid-2025, will produce 600 tons daily using 4 gigawatts of solar and wind power, aiming to export 1.2 million tons of ammonia yearly. It's a blueprint for a hydrogen economy that could power the world. Then there's AI, where NEOM is building the first hyper-connected cognitive city. Smart grids and predictive systems optimize energy and traffic, while a $5 billion AI data center in Oxagon, set to launch in 2028, will drive innovation with 1.5 gigawatts of renewable power. Biotech thrives too, with cutting-edge labs targeting health challenges, from personalized medicine to sustainable food systems. Magna's tech hubs amplify this, fostering global startups in robotics and digital solutions. And tourism, Trojena's desert ski resort gearing up for the 2029 Asian Winter Games, and Sindalah's luxury island, opened since 2024, are redefining leisure with eco-friendly designs. Across 15 sectors, from energy to tech, healthcare, and culture, NEOM wants to lead. But can this industrial leap hold? With costs soaring and challenges mounting, is NEOM a pioneer or a gamble on the edge of collapse? The answer lies in whether its innovations can outpace its ambition. To build a utopia, what must be sacrificed? Tribes, reefs, or dreams? NEOM's glittering vision comes with a dark shadow. At its heart lies the Wildest tribe, an ancient Bedouin community rooted in Tabuk's deserts. By 2025, reports suggest over 20,000 members have been displaced, their homes razed, to make way for the line and its sub-projects. The human toll weighs heavy. Along the Red Sea, NEOM's development has scarred fragile coral reefs. Construction and dredging have smothered 15% of local reefs since 2023, blocking sunlight and triggering bleaching, while sediment runoff chokes their growth. Experts warn this isn't just local damage. NEOM's massive infrastructure, from Oxagon's ports to Magna's resorts, could even alter the region's climate. The heat-absorbing mirrored surfaces of the line and vast energy demands might amplify local temperatures, disrupting rainfall and desert ecosystems. Is this utopia worth the sacrifice of indigenous lives and nature's balance? As the desert transforms, the question lingers: can NEOM's dreams rise without burying its past and the planet? The answer may define its legacy. Why is NEOM shrinking from 170 kilometers to 2.4 kilometers? Ambition or necessity? The line, once envisioned as a 170-kilometer mirrored marvel housing 1.5 million by 2030, is undergoing a dramatic retreat. By mid-2025, plans have scaled back to just 2.4 kilometers, a mere 1.4% of its original length, slashing its population target to 300,000. This isn't a minor tweak, it's a seismic shift. What's driving it? Soaring costs are a major culprit. Initially budgeted at $500 billion, estimates now peg the full project at $1.5 trillion, with the first phase alone ballooning to $370 billion due to labor shortages, material delays, and financial mismanagement. The Public Investment Fund, NEOM's financial backbone, faces dwindling reserves, forcing a hard look at priorities. This isn't just about money, it's strategy. Saudi Arabia is redirecting funds toward high-impact projects like Trojena's 2029 Asian Winter Games and the 2034 World Cup Stadium, betting on tourism and sports to boost Vision 2030's non-oil GDP goals. The line's downsizing reflects a pivot pivot from grand spectacle to practical delivery, with officials framing it as a phased approach rather than failure. Yet the implications loom large. Can Vision 2030's diversification dream hold if its flagship stumbles? The question persists. Is this a strategic masterstroke or a sign that NEOM's desert dreams are cracking under reality's weight? As NEOM rises, will it redefine civilization or crumble under its own weight? Sindalah, NEOM's first jewel, opened its doors in October 2024. With its 86-berth marina and eco-friendly design, a tangible win for Vision 2030's tourism push, while Oxagon's green hydrogen plant nears completion, hinting at a sustainable future. Yet cracks emerge. The line was once a 170-kilometer vision, and now it stretches just 2.4 kilometers, delayed by cost overruns and financial strain. With its 2030 target for 300,000 residents, this is shaky at best. Construction lags, with only a fraction of the original plan underway. Then there's the shadow of surveillance. NEOM's AI-driven cities promise efficiency, but whispers of real-time monitoring, cameras tracking every move, raise privacy alarms. Can this bold vision survive its own scale and scrutiny? Can this desert dream endure its ambition? The answer teeters on a knife edge. If Sindalah's success spreads and delays are mastered, NEOM could redefine urban life. If costs and ethics overwhelm, it risks becoming a mirage. What do you think? Utopia or illusion? Drop your thoughts below and let's debate NEOM's future together.